And don't put away your umbrellas just yet. Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Bob Hazen. First warning meteorologist Cam Tran is here with me now. And Cam, while today's rain won't be as severe as what we saw over the weekend, we could still see some showers and even storms this afternoon.
That's right. And it's mostly going to favor I-4 on east, where we have a more dominant west breeze today. So that means showers and thunderstorms will start off in the western areas and push off towards the east later on this afternoon. Here's a look at our satellite and radar on this Sunday morning. Good morning to you. We are waking up to a few clouds out this morning and just this really one lone shower that's just east of Zellwood. It is falling apart though as we speak. It's right now right along Toll State Road 429 here, and it's moving east-northeastward towards Wekiva Pines Road. This is really the only shower that we're tracking on this early Sunday morning, but as Bob mentioned earlier, those showers and thunderstorms will pick up in coverage later on today. Here's a look around 2 to 3 o'clock. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. Notice the coverage here, mostly I-4 on eastward. Again, we have a more dominant west breeze today. So if you do have some outdoor plans later on this afternoon, just be extra mindful when thunder roars go indoors. High temperatures today will top out right around 90 degrees for inland areas, upper 80s to right around low 90s for areas along the coast. Can't raw a spot sprinkle on this Sunday morning, but as we go into the afternoon, that's when we'll have our best chance of rain. We are looking at a high of 90 degrees with a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms later on today, particularly between the hours of about 3 to about 7 o'clock this evening. The latest on Chantal when it made landfall this morning, and with Futurecast show you hour by hour timing of when we'll see those showers and thunderstorms later today, coming up in about 15 minutes. Bob.
7:10, and we're more than a month into hurricane season. Things are now picking up. Let's get over to first warning meteorologist Cam Tran. And Cam, a system that brought a lot of wet weather to us is now moving through the Carolinas.
That's right. Tropical storm Chantal, which you can see is well far away from central Florida. In fact, it just made inland or made landfall early this morning around 4 a.m. near Litchfield Beach, South Carolina. Right now, Chantal has winds sustained of 50 miles per hour, moving to the north-northwest at 8. So this storm is officially inland, but still producing a lot of thunderstorm activity, especially all that convection on the northern and eastern periphery of the storm. So here's a look at its latest track. As it moves inland, it's going to continue to weaken. It's going to become a tropical depression by this afternoon, but that low pressure system associated with it will still push inland, bring rainfall even into our mid-Atlantic states. But the heaviest rainfall is expected today and tomorrow, especially across the Carolinas. We can see some areas about 2 to 4 inches of rain. Areas west of the Raleigh metro, you could be picking up anywhere over half a foot of rainfall the farther west of Raleigh. So heavy rainfall still expected with Chantal. Here at home, we're actually going to start to see a slight drying trend. I'll let you know when. Coming up in a few minutes. Bob.
Joining us now, and Cam, we have been dealing with a lot of rain all weekend long. A lot of people probably had to cancel some of their events this weekend, but coming on today and even tomorrow, it should be a little bit better weather for us.
We're still expecting storms, but the coverage is not going to be as widespread, especially what we saw on Friday and even yesterday. So some good news if you're hoping to get outside today. I'll walk you through the forecast with Futurecast hour by hour in just a second, but I want to show you our two big weather headlines. Again, still looking at scattered storms today, but slightly drier air does work its way in Monday and Tuesday, though. Here's a look at our satellite and radar on this Sunday morning. Good morning. Time now 7:17, and we're waking up to a pretty quiet start. Just this one tiny lone shower right now that's just east of Sorrento near Wekiva Pines Boulevard, and that is about it this morning. As we go throughout the afternoon, we're going to start to see the clouds build a bit, and you see by lunchtime can't rule out 1 or 2 pop-up showers, but as we go into around 2 to 3 o'clock, that's when we'll start to see that coverage in showers and storms pick up here. Notice around 3 o'clock, most of that rain activity is actually I-4 on eastward, and that is because we have a dominant west breeze. What does that mean? It means the winds are really coming in from the west-southwest, pushing the thunderstorms off to the east. So the rain activity that we're expecting today is going to favor the eastern half of the peninsula. As we go into late this evening, around 5, 6, 7 o'clock, again, still favoring scattered showers and thunderstorms I-4 on eastward. And then as we go into late tonight, most of the thunderstorm activity will be confined along the I-95 corridor. So take a look at your 12-hour forecast. It's a warm and sticky start this morning. Clouds will build by lunchtime, and we do have a 50% chance of rain showers and thunderstorms later on this afternoon. So if you have some dinner plans outside tonight, just make sure you bring that rain gear with you. Taking a live look outside, beautiful shot as we take a look along New Smyrna Beach this morning. You see how tranquil it is there along coastal Volusia County. We're currently at 75 degrees, 76 in DeLand. Good morning, Orlando. You're at 75. And hey, how's it going, Leesburg? You're at 76 this morning. It's going to be a hot one later today. We'll see high temperatures right around 90 degrees for inland areas along the coast, upper 80s to right around the low 90s, 89 to high in New Smyrna Beach, 90 the high in Melbourne, though. But with that high humidity, you know what I'm talking about. When you step outside, you feel like you're going to sweat. That high humidity is going to make it feel like the mid to upper 90s later on today. So as we go into this early week, low pressure system that's associated with Chantal will lift north away from us, and that's going to allow for some slightly drier air to work its way in tomorrow and Tuesday, lowering our rain chances down to a 40% coverage. And then on Wednesday, high pressure builds back in, and then we're back to more of our typical wet summertime rainy season pattern by Wednesday. Speaking of Chantal made landfall around 4 o'clock this morning near Litchfield Beach, South Carolina. That's southwest of Myrtle Beach. It is now with winds of 50 miles per hour moving northwest at 8. It will weaken to a tropical depression by this afternoon, but the moisture with it will still lift north towards our mid-Atlantic states tomorrow. Still expected to bring heavy rainfall across the Carolinas today and tomorrow as well. Here's a look ahead at our Central Florida certified forecast. We drop down to a 40% chance of rain showers and thunderstorms tomorrow and Tuesday, but then we up that rain coverage again by mid to late week. Look at that. Thursday, a 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms, and we keep that high rain coverage through next weekend, and the temperatures will be in the low 90s, but with that high humidity feeling more like the low triple digits, especially by the time we head back to work this week. We'll have your sports headlines coming up on the other side of the break.
That weekend weather continues with another chance for afternoon showers and storms today. Thank you for being with us on this Sunday. I am Bob Hazen, joined now by first warning meteorologist Cam Tran. And Cam, after this wet weather that we had this weekend, we are looking at a much drier work week.
Yeah, slightly drier air will work its way in definitely by tomorrow and Tuesday. Still looking at storms, but they're just not going to be as widespread, especially what we saw on your 4th of July. Here's a look at our first warning radar this morning. Pretty quiet. We only had this teeny tiny shower that was just east of Zellwood, and it's now just east of Sorrento near Wakaiba Pines Boulevard. That's about it this morning. So we're starting off the morning warm and muggy, but at least it is dry. Right now we're at 73 in Palm Coast. Good morning, Ocala. You're at 75. St. Cloud, you're also at 75 degrees and 77 right now in Titusville. As we go throughout the afternoon, we're going to see plenty of sunshine today, and that's going to allow that heat to build. Inland areas, expect your highs right around 90 degrees, but with that high tropical humidity that's over us, it's going to feel more like the mid to upper 90s this afternoon, and areas along the coast, highs will be in the upper 80s to right around 90 degrees later today. 12-hour forecast, can't run a spot sprinkle in the morning, but the bulk of the rain showers and thunderstorms today will be between the hours of 3 and 7 o'clock. And those showers and thunderstorms will really favor areas 4 on eastward. A high of 90 degrees expected in Orlando today. Coming up in about 15 minutes, I'll talk more about Chantal, which made landfall early this morning, and the latest on Futurecast, where we're going to see the bulk of the rain showers and thunderstorms later today. That's coming up again in 15 minutes. Bob.